friends, and thank you for joining me today on your mat. I am very excited to go through today's practice with you. We will be working out the hamstrings and the hips and just getting a little bit of blood circulation and movement flowing through our body. As we get started today, I'd like you to please come to your mat and just take a seat and then gently close down the eyes. Leaving the hands on the knees or maybe folded in the center of your lap, wherever feels comfortable. And then beginning to take some deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, filling the belly, the bottom of the lungs, inflating all the way through the chest. And then gently open the mouth and let it go. Inhaling through the belly, all the way up to the chest. And then exhaling, open the mouth, let it go. One more time, inhaling deeply through the nose, inflating the belly and then the chest, and then exhale, sigh it out, let it all go. Now just letting your breath become normal. Not forcing any flow, just allowing the air to go in and out of the lungs. And then we're gently going to scan through the body. So begin by bringing awareness to the toes. See if you can feel the shape of your toes and your feet with your eyes closed. Feel the tingling and vibration there. Moving up through the ankles and the calves. Try to imagine what the shape of your body looks like. Moving through the knees, bringing awareness to the hamstrings, to the thighs, to the quads. All the way through the hip flexors, searching for any tightness there. Maybe breathing into that space, bringing awareness and letting go. Then bringing awareness to the belly button, and then shifting to the back, to the base of the spine, the tailbone. And then imagining a string reaching from that base of your tailbone all the way up each vertebrae of the spine, bringing awareness to how tall you are sitting, and then pulling on that string, that imaginary string in your mind, all the way up to where the spine meets the neck and the base of the head. And then all the way up through that, through the crown and the head, bringing awareness to the center, the top, that crown of your head, and lifting it upwards, giving yourself a little more stability in the spine here in our seated posture. And then bringing awareness to the collarbone and the rib cage, opening them toward the front of the room, shining the heart forward, subtle movements, small motions. Pulling the navel in towards the spine to avoid a sway in the low back. And then sending your awareness down through the arms, through the elbow, the forearms, the wrists, the fingertips. And then imagining all of those pieces and parts of your body that you brought awareness to as filled with beautiful, glorious light. You are a light being, shooting your rays out into the world. Let that image of the golden light flowing from your fingertips, your toes, the crown of your head, your collarbones, let that image bathe you in its warmth. Bringing a slight smile to the inside of the mouth, lifting the corners of the eyes gently, and then letting that smile warm your body, maybe landing on your heart. As with your next inhale, we breathe together. And exhale, the hands come to the heart. Taking a moment to set your intention for today's practice, whatever that may be. And then gently fluttering the eyes open, releasing the hands down to the knees. And then from here, we're going to begin moving our body. So inhaling, bring the arms up overhead. And exhaling, letting them fall towards the hips. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale them down towards your hips. One more time. Inhale, keeping that straight spine, that string pulling your navel and pulling back towards the back body. And then exhale, letting the fingertips rain down towards the hips and transferring over into a tabletop position. From here, making sure that the middle fingers pointed slightly towards the upper corners of your mat. The elbows are wrapping in, the belly button is reaching up towards the spine, ribs are wrapped, core engaged, tailbone slightly tucked, and from here, reaching the crown of the head forward and shining the collarbones forward. From here, we're going to just do some gentle wrist warm-ups, so leaning slightly to the left, and then to the right, and then to the left, and then to the right, and then reaching the sit bones back towards your heels, and then coming forward over the wrists as far as feels comfortable, and then back towards the heels, and then as far forward over the wrists as feels comfortable, and then back towards the heels, and then leading the hips over to the right and up into the right hand, making some circles here, then over to the left, and then the hips sink back over to the right, coming forward, circling to the left, and coming back one more time to the right, circling through those wrists, feeling all of the corners of the palm touching down onto the mat. Then over to the left, few circles on the left side, feeling that same warm up here, through your shoulders, through the palms of your hand, through the wrist, through the knuckles. One more time to the left, and then coming back into neutral. From here, inhale, drop the belly, lift the nose and chin towards the sky, shine the heart forward. And then exhale, belly button to the spine, puffing up through the back of the heart, tucking the chin in towards the chest, into our angry cat. Inhale, we look up, cow belly, and exhale, puffing up the back of the heart, pushing through those hands, pushing onto the tops of the feet to protect your knees, tucking the chin, and then inhale, looking up, exhale, curling in, 2 more, inhale, look up, don't you know, exhale, curling in, inhale up, and last time, exhale, chin to chest, really push through the hands, and hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1, excellent, coming into a neutral spine. From here, lifting your right leg up towards the sky, and we're just going to take that right leg over to the right side, and then we're going to do some rainbow kicks. So taking the right leg over now, crossing it to the left, tapping the toes down. And then lifting up, keeping those hips squared, belly button to the spine, core stays firm. Then tap your toes to the right. Over to the left, rainbow kick to the right. Making that beautiful rainbow across the back of your mat to the left, and back over to the right, 2 more. And to the left, and to the right, last one, over to the left, and then this time over to the right, and set your foot down, walking your hands back. We're coming into a gate pose. So your toes are facing forward on the right side, hands on hips, hips are square and in line. From here we're going to inhale the arms up overhead, and then exhale, the right arm slides down the right thigh, open the chest towards the sky. Maybe you look underneath that left elbow. Maybe you smile, feeling this nice A little stretch getting into our hips already. And then as you exhale, bringing your left hand over, planting your left hand. And you have the option here to keep your right foot planted and reach your right arm all the way up to the sky. Or maybe you reach the right arm overhead towards the left. And maybe for an extra challenge, you lean into that left hand and you lift the right leg in a gentle half moon. Beautiful, holding here. And if you've lifted the leg, keep it lifted. If you haven't, just walking the hands forward, no matter where you are, walking the hands forward, maybe trying to keep that leg lifted. If you're there, back into our tabletop position. Beautiful. From here, inhale that right knee into nose, and then exhale, expand. Right knee to nose, exhale, extend. Right knee to nose, 2 more, extend, knee to nose, extend, and last one, knee to nose, and hold, squeeze here, really squeeze your heel towards your glutes, squeeze that knee in up towards that right armpit, towards your nose, puff up through the back of the heart, ooh, and then let it go. Beautiful job. From here, lifting the left leg, and then taking that left leg over to the side, tapping the toes down, and then rainbow arc it all the way up and over to the right. Beautiful. Arc it all the way back to the left. Engage your core, press down through the palms of the hands. Rainbow, tap to the right. Rainbow, tap left. Beautiful. Tap right, engage the glutes. Tap to the left. Tap to the right. 2 more. To the left. To the right. To the left. Last one. Up to the right. Beautiful rainbows. And then tap down to the left. This time, planting the foot there. Walking the hands back. Bringing the hands up to the hip. Hips forward. Inhaling here. As we bring our arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, dropping that left hand down the left leg, walking the fingertips, taking the right arm over that right ear, and maybe looking under the right elbow. Twisting the heart towards the sky, broad through the collarbones, not putting too much weight on that left foot from your hand. It should be nice and loose, just allowing you to get that distance in your side body stretch. Next inhale, comes up and over, planting your right palm, reaching your left arm up to the sky, and here is a fine place to be, or maybe reaching it over your head, and maybe, if you're feeling up for it, lifting that left leg, flexing through the foot, coming into our half moon. Breathing here. Pressing down through the right palm, rooting to rise. And then without letting your foot drop or gently swinging it around if it is still on the ground, reaching your hands forward, coming back into our one-legged tabletop. And then as you exhale, bring your knee into your nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, press to the palms. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. And last time, knee to nose. And hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the heel towards the glutes. Squeeze the knee towards the armpit. Puff up the back of the heart. Press the floor away. Whew. Extend. And gentle, let it go. From here, coming back onto your heels. So sitting back, from here, we're just going to take a moment to center and to prepare for stepping it up a notch in our practice. So maybe closing down the eyes, maybe placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Coming back into your breath. Finding that breath, because that's what yoga is. It's the union to our body and our mind, our body and our breath, our movement and our breath. So coming back to that space, remembering to connect with it. Connect with the inhale deeply. And connect with letting go of anything that's stressing you or worrying you. Exhale. Inhale, flutter your eyes open if they're closed. Arms come all the way up. And from here, replant the palms one more time. Tuck the toes. And then gently lift the knees a few inches off the floor, pressing the floor away. Starting to feel that same puff through the heart that we had in Angry Cat. Not quite as noticeable, but feeling that same puff that helps us to broaden our collarbones and create strength. And then from here, inhale, extend the legs straight without moving the arms, coming into a high plank with a little bit of a pitch forward. And then exhale, bending the knees. Inhale, coming to plank, straighten through the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Straighten. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Straighten. Exhale, bend. And then straightening the knees. And then this time we're reaching the hips up and back, coming towards a downward dog. Maybe here you start to walk your dog. Bend one knee, bend the other. Shake out those hips. From here, coming and finding some stillness. Not worrying about where your heels are. Instead, worrying how high can I get my hips? How much can I separate my hip bones so that they're opening towards the sky? My thighs are rolling in and out towards each other, and away. And then maybe pressing your hamstrings toward the wall behind you to help your heels lower towards the earth, but meeting yourself where you are. Taking a few deep breaths here. Shoulders roll back and down the spine, away from the ears. Neck is loose. Maybe give your head some shakes. Shake it, yes. Today is a great day. And no, I won't let anything get in my way. And pressing into the palms, the knuckles, the fingertips, bringing total awareness to all the parts of your hands. With your next inhale, looking forward and beginning to slowly walk on your tiptoes all the way to the front of your mat. Beautiful job. From here, inhale, halfway lift, making a figure 7 shape with your body. Don't forget your core, wrap your ribs, engage the belly button. And then exhaling, fold forward, gentle bend in the knees here. Our first forward fold. Shake it out a little bit. And then gently ragdolling, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to stand. You're doing great. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And then exhale, folding forward. We'll take a couple of sun salutations to get our body centered and warmed up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the palms and step or hop back into your high plank position. And then exhaling, lowering all the way down. Let's just go all the way down. Untucking the toes. Then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back down. Retuck the toes, pressing up to your knees or all the way up to full plank. And then hips coming back into a downward dog. Here, hips should be 1 or 2 fist distance apart. Feet should be apart. Shoulders away from the ears. Your nice inhale, looking forward, and step all the way or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of the head reaches forward. Fingertips to the shin or maybe still on the floor, wherever feels comfortable for you. And then exhale, slight bend in the knees, forward fold. Then inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, looking up towards your thumbs. And then exhale. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or take a gentle hop back into your chaturanga. If you're taking the hop, remember to land with bent elbows so that you're not injuring your shoulders or your joints. Inhale as we lift the chest, pulling the heart through the collarbones. And then exhale, hips towards the sky and back into our downward dog. Starting to feel that heat and that connection to our breath. Inhale as we look forward, taking a step or hop to the front of your mat, landing softly if you choose to hop. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, hands to your side. Last time, inhale up, exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or gently hop back into your chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing, flip the toes, squeeze the glutes, press the ground away, and then exhale to our downward facing dog. From here, quickly inhaling the right leg up towards the sky, keeping those hips nice and squared to the ground below you. And then exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up. 3 more. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale to elbow. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale, knee to elbow. And then I want you to hold here, squeezing for 5. For 4, squeeze just like we did in tabletop. Squeezing the knee towards the armpit and the heel towards the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Extend the right leg back overhead. And then as you exhale, step the right leg through. Inhale, sweep the arms back. And exhale, raise up into your crescent lunge. Beautiful. From here, making sure the hips are nice and squared forward. And then reaching the arms up overhead. And we're going to exhale, make the hands into fists, and squeeze those fists down by your side as you gently drop the left knee towards the ground, but without letting it touch. And then inhale, all the way up, straightening both legs and letting those fists go. Exhale, squeeze the fist, bend the knee, and then exhale, inhale, all the way up, extend. Exhale, squeeze everything and bend. Inhale, straighten and lift. 2 more. Exhale, squeeze and bend. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, squeeze and bend. And this time, gently place that left knee down. Untuck the left toes, let go of the fists, and then sweep your arms up overhead and all the way back around until they find your hips. From here, squaring off the hips, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another, root down through the back right heel so you can even lift your right toes off the ground if you needed to. And then gently begin to allow your hips to melt towards the right heel. Just melting. Shoulders slide back and down the spine. Collarbones are broad. Maybe even bring a smile to your face here. Beautiful. Opening, feeling that nice stretch through our left hip flexor, squeezing through that inner right thigh, not letting go of any integrity in our legs. And then from here, if you'd like an extra challenge, you're welcome to stay here, or really pay attention to the top of the back of the left foot, the top of the left foot, that back foot, and then I want you to press into the top of that foot and see if you can lift the knee off the ground. Whew, does that feel good? It's good for me. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, and gently drop that knee back down, circle the arms around, plant them next to the right foot, and pull the hips back into a nice half Hanumanasana, or half splits. From here, reaching the collarbones and the crown of the head forward, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another, pulling the toes back towards the nose, and then gently letting the chest fall towards the knee, using the weight of gravity to help you here. Beautiful. As you inhale, rebending through that right knee, tuck the left toes. I want you to come onto the fingertips next to the right foot, and then we're going to lift, but keep your weight in your right foot so that you can immediately stand into that right foot, bringing the left toes up, pointing to the left toes, and coming to your standing splits. Now wherever you are today is absolutely fine. Squeeze those inner squat thighs, squeeze the glutes, pull the belly button in towards the spine, use your hands to help you balance. You're doing great. And from here, without touching the left toes down, I want you to lift the chest so that we're kind of in this modified warrior 3, but we're not actually going to stay there. We're going to bring the toes through and then bring the knee all the way up without touching down. So you're now holding on to the left knee. You're doing great. Woo! If you fall, no problem. Just catch yourself. Holding here. Beautiful. And then releasing the left knee with the right hand, bringing the right hand to the hip, and then just gently opening the left knee out to the side. Beautiful job. Holding it open here. Feeling that igniting through the hip flexor, using the core to help you hold the body steady. And then as you exhale, we're going to do something fun. You're going to reach your right arm out to the side and slowly, while holding onto your knee, tilt the chest forward so that you're horizontal while you're holding onto this little bent knee. No real name for this pose, just feels cool. Then placing your right hand down on the ground, extend that left knee back into a beautiful half moon. Hips open, reaching your left fingertips toward the sky. Shoulders reach for the back of the room. Flex through those left toes. Smile. Maybe playing with your gaze here. Maybe lift it, looking to the side or up towards your left hand. Maybe you want an extra challenge. You lift that right hand. Or maybe you stay here and you're like, this is great, I'm burning. Can we go to the next pose now? Don't worry, we will. You've got this. And then gently begin to bend through the right knee and slowly, quietly, set the left toes down into a warrior 2. Beautiful. Inhale, straightening through the right leg. Exhale, down to warrior 2. Inhale, straightening. And exhale, down to warrior 2. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, down to warrior 2. From here, we hold for 5. 4, belly button to the spine. Inner thighs pressing towards the front of the room. 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, bringing both hands to frame that right foot. Stepping back into your plank, exhaling through chaturanga or all the way to the belly. Inhaling, flipping the toes, upward dog or cobra. Squeeze the glutes, press into the palms. And then exhaling, back into downward dog. Ready to take that on the other side? Here we go. Left leg goes up to the sky. And then exhale. Left knee to left elbow. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to the elbow. Inhale, sky. Exhale, elbow. Inhale, sky. Exhale, elbow. Last one. Inhale, sky. Exhale, elbow, and hold. Squeezing here for 5. You got it. 4. Heel towards the glutes. 3, 2, press the floor away. You got this. 1, inhale, extend, and then exhale, stepping that left foot through, bringing the arms back and rising up to your crescent lunge. Beautiful job. Sinking in here for a moment, and then as you inhale, we prepare to squeeze everything together. Squeeze the fists. Drop the right knee so it almost touches, and then inhale, straighten everything, reaching up for the sky. Exhale, squeeze and bend. Inhale, reaching out for the sky. Exhale, squeeze and bend. Feel that strength, feel that power. Inhale, reaching for the sky. 2 more. Exhale, squeeze and bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze and bend. And then this time, slowly, gently, as slow as you can, let your right knee touch down to the ground. Untuck those back toes. Arms circle up and all the way around, coming to your hips, fingers pointing upwards so that you don't push your hips too much to the floor and you let gravity do most of the work. Here, squeeze the inner thighs together. Think about lifting up and out of your waist. Shoulders roll back and down the spine. And then gently, so gently, we let gravity begin to pull our hips towards the earth, towards that left heel. Feeling that nice deep stretch into the groin and the hips. Oh, it feels so good. And then from here, staying here if it feels good, or if you'd like to go a little deeper, preparing by bringing attention to the top of your back right foot, and then pressing deeply there, putting the weight on the top of that back foot and lifting that back knee. Ooh, that feels so good. And gently setting it down, bringing the fingertips to either side of the left foot and sending the hips back, lining up over that right knee, pulling the left toes towards your nose, navel to the spine, collarbones and heart shine forward, crown of the head reaches forward, and then gently we let the chest drop towards the knee without rounding the back. So none of this doesn't help us. Instead, keeping that spine nice and long, nice and extended, and letting gravity do the work here. No ego, just feeling what feels good in our bodies, connecting with our breath, extending forward with each inhale, letting gravity do its work with each exhale. A nice inhale, rebending through that left knee, tucking the right toes under, and staying on those fingertips, lightly lifting the right knee, but keeping all your weight in that left foot so that you're ready to just gently lift that right foot up, coming into your standing splits on the right side. Trying not to open up the hip too much, instead keeping the hips nice and closed, squeezing the glute to help you lift that top leg higher, pointing through the toes, pulling the navel into spine, shoulders away from the ears. Relax your jaw, your forehead. Beautiful. And then as you exhale, begin to bring that left leg nice and through. Without touching it down, grab hold of your right knee and lift your right knee towards your chest. Beautiful. Look at you. You're balancing. You did it. And then from here, taking a few breaths to center, lifting the left kneecaps, engaged through the quad, pulling that belly button in towards spine, using the core to help you stay strong and stable. Bringing your left hand to your left hip, then opening that right leg out to the side. Beautiful job. And then, just to have a little fun, sorry, I'm going to be facing away from you here. Extend your left arm out to the side, and then begin to bend the chest, the knee, forward towards the floor. Beautiful. Coming parallel with the floor. And then dropping that left arm down, opening the left leg into your half moon. Holding here strong and steady. Root down through all four corners of the left foot. Reach up through the fingertips. Press through the bottom of the right foot like you're standing on a wall behind you. Active and engaged for stability. Maybe playing with your gaze, looking up towards your right hand, maybe lifting that left hand, but maybe not. And then gently bending into the left leg, so slowly, so quietly, bringing the right toes down and up into your warrior two. Inhale as we straighten. And exhale, rebend into warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, and hold for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Windmilling the hands down to either side of your right foot, and then stepping back into your high plank, lowering halfway or all the way, elbows bend towards the rib cage, and then inhaling, untuck the feet, and exhaling, send it back to a downward dog. We're gonna do that same sequence, but a little bit faster and with some modifications. So let's go for it one more time. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up, and cross the knee over to the left elbow. Inhale up, and then stepping the foot through, coming immediately up into your crescent lunge. Inhale here, exhale, squeeze and bend. Inhale up, squeeze and bend. Inhale up, squeeze and bend, and bring that knee all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale up, and this time I want you to try and lift those back toes without putting any hands down. So just lifting them up. Maybe you reach back with one hand to grab your ankle, and maybe with two. And then just holding here, and then letting the hips melt towards the floor. For 3, 2, 1. Dropping the toes down, inhaling back to our crescent lunge, then exhale, planting the fingertips up into your standing split. Beautiful. Now from our standing split, you have the option to repeat by bringing your knee up towards your chest, or this time, as you bring your toes through center, take your 2 peace fingers and hook them onto your big toe. And then bring your leg up straight with you. Now if you find that you're bending and hunching over here, don't do that. You can keep your knee bent, that's absolutely fine. Or you can be here where we met before in our last round. So holding onto your big toe from here, opening through the collarbones, lifting through the right kneecap, squeeze the inner thighs, and then gently opening out to the side, taking your right arm out for balance, and then shifting the weight in that hip, bringing our chest parallel with the floor in whatever variation you're in. Then dropping your right hand, opening back into our half moon. Beautiful job. Breathing here. Now option to stay just as you are, or option to bend your left heel towards your glutes, and see if your left hand can meet your left heel. And then once you're holding on to that left ankle, press the foot into the hand just to get a little fun opening here. Beautiful, extending the arm and the leg, then bending into that right knee so quietly, touching down with your left foot, back into a warrior two. This time flipping the right palm, rainbow back into our peaceful warrior. Take a few breaths here. Beautiful. And then exhale, palms come down to either side of the right foot, stepping back, this time for a one-legged chaturanga, or 2, whatever you feel. Exhale down, inhale, chest up and upward facing, squeezing the glutes. Then exhaling to downward facing dog. Good job. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale to right elbow. Inhale up. And exhale. Plant the foot, sweeping the arms back and up into our crescent lunge. Exhale, squeeze and lower. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze and lower. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze and lower. And all the way to your knee. This time again, reaching up, seeing if you can lift up that back heel, and then reaching the right hand around, and maybe the left hand around, pulling the heel towards your hips, as you sink them towards the heel in front of you. Beautiful, feeling that quad stretch. And then gently releasing, inhaling up, and then exhaling, placing the fingertips on either side of the left foot, and gently stepping into your standing splits. Now remembering you're welcome to bend your knee, hold on to your knee, wherever feels good for you, but now start to swing your right leg through, catch it with your 2 peace fingers, or your hands around your knee, and holding here. Belly button to spine, lift the left kneecaps, engage the core. And then opening your right leg to the right, left arm to the left side for balance, and slowly beginning to tilt forward, balancing parallel to the floor, and dropping your left hand and opening into our half moon. Beautiful job. Exhaling, maybe bending that right knee and grabbing hold of the right ankle, and then pressing the foot away from the hand, getting a nice opening near the front of your hips. Or maybe staying in half moon. Wherever you are, meeting us now in half moon, bending into the left leg, and stepping into our warrior 2. Beautiful. Exhale to a peaceful warrior for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Windmilling the arms down to either side of the left foot. Step back. Maybe you take a one-legged chaturanga here. Exhaling and inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Taking a few breaths here. Maybe close down the eyes. Notice how different this downward dog feels from your first step of the practice. Reconnecting with your breath. Remembering your intention. And then as you exhale, rolling the spine forward into a high plank. And then rocking onto the right side of your feet. Lifting that left arm up for Shavasana, side plank. Maybe you stack your feet, or maybe you keep them one in front of the other. Whatever feels good today. Lifting up through the left fingertips. Pressing the floor away. And then exhaling, left palm down. Rocking to the outside edge of the left foot. And then reaching the right arm up to sky. Hips reach upward. Shoulders reach back. Collarbones are broad. Press the floor away. And exhale to center. And then come all the way down to the belly. From here, untuck the toes. And I like to take the hands back beside my hips, palm face down, and then gently lift the feet, squeeze the heels, squeeze the glutes, and lift the chest to a variation of locust. 5, 4, squeeze, 3, 2, 1, and lower. This time, bringing your arms out in front of you. We're going to lift the arms and the chest, and then lift the feet, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. This time, bending the left foot towards the left heels, or the left glute, and holding on to the inside edge of the left foot, and the same thing with the right foot, bending it towards the glutes, holding on to the inside edge of the right foot, and lifting here for a modified bow. And holding for 5, 4, 3,
kick the heels into the hands to help you lift. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs, and release. Beautiful job. Press into the palms, come onto the knees and send it back into a child's pose. Bringing your forehead down, rest here. Your next inhale, looking forward, come back onto your knees and then back all the way down, letting your hips sink to the floor, elbows bend, bringing the chest back towards the body. And from here, we're going to press up into the hands. It doesn't have to be very high, just enough so that you can take your right arm and you can loop it under your left arm, underneath your chest to get a nice little shoulder stretch here. And then while your left hand is still planted, kind of rock to the side. Bring your left leg out into kind of a figure four, little half frog here. So we can really get a nice stretch there. And then center your chest, walking your left hand forward, and letting your head come towards the ground. Feeling a nice stretch through the right shoulder and through that left hip, a nice little opener there. And just breathe here. And we're going to take this top left hand, swing it up like a rainbow and over to the left side of your body so that you roll and open to your shoulders, both on the ground, but that left leg stays bent in its figure four position. So you're in a nice, gentle twist. Maybe here, you bring your right hand to your left knee to give a little bit more weight towards the earth. Maybe look over towards the left palm and enjoy this gentle spinal twist. And exhaling, bring that right arm back out towards the side. Rewind that rainbow so you come back into this position that you're in on the ground, the half frog, shoulder stretch. And then bring your left hand back towards the side of your rib cage, pressing up, and then bringing your right hand back, your left leg back in. From here, inhaling, walking your right hand out so that you can take your left arm and do the same, crossing it under, and then rolling a little bit to the side so that your right leg can open out like a frog. And then walking your right arm forward, letting your forehead come to the ground. Getting that nice, gentle hip opener here at the end of our practice. Feeling that beautiful little shoulder stretch. Breathing into any areas of tightness and breathing out any stress or tension. And then inhaling, open that right arm up, rainbow it to the sky, bringing it all the way over and rolling so that your shoulders are flat on the mat, the ground. Maybe your left hand comes to your right knee to help it ease towards the earth. Maybe you look over your right hand. Whatever feels good here in this gentle spinal twist. And then opening that left arm up and rewinding the right arm over to the side, walking the right hand towards the rib cage, the left hand towards the rib cage, replacing the legs next to each other, and then just gently rolling over onto your back. And I invite you to really settle in here in Shavasana, our final resting pose. I invite you to stay here as long as you like, soaking in the benefits of the practice, Maybe we do a gentle body scan, starting with the toes, moving up through the legs and relaxing any tension you may feel. Just letting anything go, melting into the floor, from ice to water, water to gas, losing the form of our bodies, becoming one with the breath and the air around us, allowing the earth to cradle us and hold us, letting go of any effort, tension we feel. I invite you to stay here as long as you like. In my classes, I would give the 3 to 5 minute Shavasana, but for the video's sake, if you're ready to come out, gently beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes, moving your head from side to side. Then bringing your toes together and reaching your arms up overhead. Big full body stretch. And then rolling gently over to one side in the fetus position. Waiting for your moment of rebirth into the day. And then gently pushing yourself up to a seated position. Remembering where we were at the beginning of our practice. Remembering our intention. Feeling the lightness and the connection after practice. Gently bringing the hands to heart. Bowing the head. Giving yourself gratitude for being here today. Thank you for sharing this practice with me.